is going to be our Frenzy event. So we hope to see as many of your faces there as possible. Obviously, everything for a great cause, and we're always in support of so many wonderful charitable events throughout the year. So, welcome back, everyone. You are not seeing things. I am not Andrew Perry, and yes, the technology is working just fine. So, I'm here to introduce Mr. Andrew Perry as our next keynote speaker. Andrew Perry is, and always has been, an ambitious real estate agent and public speaker. He currently runs 2 prestigious REVEL offices in REVEL, Niagara-on-the-Lake, and Muskoka. Andrew also runs a top-producing real estate team, the Fine Estates team, all while maintaining a strong personal referral business of roughly 90% agent-to-agent referrals. Andrew is the #1 realtor on social media, according to the Niagara Association of Realtors, #1 platinum agent for the Niagara Falls Review and Niagara-on-the-Lake and St. Catharines Standard. Andrew and his team finished off 2023 in the #2 spot, which brings him in the top 0.1% of all realtors in the Niagara region. A dynamic and passionate speaker. Please welcome to the stage as a keynote speaker this time, Andrew Perry.
Okay, thanks. Good intro, good intro. Okay. You know what? I was listening to that intro, and as an amazing job as you did, I can't say enough how that none of that would have been possible at all without the Fine Estates team and its members. In fact, I share a lot of those awards with Charlie, Crystal, I think Maria, Paige as well, from back in the day when she was on our team, and she's not anymore, but whatever, that's fine. Nobody's sad. She still texts me from when I'm on stage, hey, can you hurry it up? I'm hungry, but whatever. Okay, so I told you, when they did the lead generation panel over here, there was a lot that I'm going to touch on. Dion Begg brought some information up that I want to touch on. We know that 2023 was historically the slowest year on record for real estate transactions, and it just so happened to be one of our best years. Actually, the best year that we've ever had. And that, you know, that's including, we became a team just before the massive uprise that COVID brought. So that's a huge testament to us, and you know, all of the innovation that we had to do. You know, we were noticing that online leads were getting more expensive, so the price was going up and the quality was going down. So we really wanted to do something that, well, for one, didn't put a hole in our pocket, but also freed us up so we weren't chained behind a desk. Do you still need to make your calls every single day? 100%. But why not focus that energy into something that is a little bit more fun and higher converting? So this is going to play off Ryan's talk a little bit today as well. I don't normally use a clicker. Is it the green button? Yeah. Nice. Okay, so I'm assuming every single person here brought a notepad and a pen and is taking tons of notes. Okay, good. I want you to write this down. Think about where 80% of your business came from this year, last year, and even pre-COVID. That 80% is what you're going to be focusing on for 2024. So, I mean, how many people here, online lead gen is their single most greatest lead source? There's one person out the back. Good for you. Good for you. So, I knew that was going to happen. I didn't know there would be one brave soul at the back there, but majority of our business does not come from online leads. So why are we investing tens of thousands of dollars a year into these lead gen systems that are just chaining you to a desk when you can put that into amazing events, client parties, network parties, and referral parties? Okay, now I want you to think, what are you currently doing that isn't working? And I'm not talking about the things that you're half-assing, things that you're not doing consistently. I'm talking about what are the actions that you're taking daily that just isn't working anymore. Cross that out and start focusing on something new or that 80%. Because obviously if it's working, that 80% isn't going to be anything that you're going to have to be concerned about. So how to create engagement and community buy-in. We're going to be talking about that today. Now, what I want to let you know is your reputation. You guys are all with REVEL, one of the best brokerages in Ontario. Why? Because of our culture and because of our events, which is one of the leading causes for that positive culture. Your reputation is based on your events. Every time I drive down Merritt Street, I usually see one or two of Darcy Richardson's signs or billboards. And I know that she's a very big part in the community, and I know that she does her events well. And when I see that, I don't roll my eyes. I say, hey, there's something that's going to be of value for not only her business, but also for the community. So your reputation on how you do events is either going to make it or break it. And then ultimately, we'll talk about provide value to your team, community, and clients. That all ties in. So just as Kate, she likes to start off her presentation with a quote. I believe all great presentations have a quote. This is actually called the failure formula. We put this in our seller's guides so that our sellers and our clients understand that we don't accept socially acceptable excuses for failure. So people fail in direct proportion to, there's no grammar here. People fail in direct proportion to their willingness to accept socially acceptable excuses for failure. Does anybody have a good idea of what maybe a socially acceptable excuse for failure might be? One of the most classic ones of all time. Sorry? Climb your way out there. My dog ate my homework. The Wi-Fi's out. The weather. My car ran out of gas. I rolled my ankle. I have a headache. I blame other people or external headache or external, this is giving me a headache, external factors, construction. We live in Niagara, so I'm sure you guys have all heard this one before. You know what I'm going to say? Bridge. The bridge is up. Sorry, got stopped at a train for 30 minutes. I'm sorry, that is unacceptable. All right, so events, open house, real estate webinars. Dion Bagg talked about this. I'm going to give you, you know this. Nothing I'm talking about today is revolutionary, but how we approach it is. So open house, real estate webinars, expos, booths. Look how many people are here to get their name and brand out. Pints and Properties I'm going to talk about from, her name's Shelby. In the States, and this is really, really cool. Referral events, magazine launches, conferences, charity events, and collaborations. Okay, so number one, the obvious, open houses. We know that we need to do the open houses, but what did Kate say? What did she say? You're not babysitting my house or something? What did she say? Babysitting my listing, something like that? You're not sitting these listings to just be a chaperone. KV Core provides you with an extremely easy system to sign people in. Where do you sign? If you're at an open house, where should you be in that open house? Yeah, you guys are cheating. Yes, you should be at the front door. You're not sitting at the kitchen counter. You're not sitting on the couch. You're not sitting in their sauna. And good Lord, you're not sitting on their toilet. Okay? You're not the chaperone. You're the doorman or woman. And you're there to collect their info. This is my seller's property. They've asked me to sign in every single person into their home. What was your name? How do I spell that? What was your email? Okay, great. So I've got justrevel123 at revelrealty.ca. No, actually, it's 124. Okay, great, let me change that. When you ask people more than once, they're most likely not willing to lie to you, to your face, twice. I mean, they might. So take advantage of open houses. The VIP Open, does anybody know what that is, the VIP Open? Okay, your number one goal this year, if you want to become a listing agent, is to what? Get more agents. How do you do that without running seller leads? I get this question all the time. Well, number one, you want to show, I think it was Fred, it's not about the people at the event, it's the people they tell. So imagine this, you've got a listing, before the open house goes live, you knock on every door in that neighborhood and you say, hey, look, I really want to bring value to my seller client. You know, I really want to help them get a great price, and it's actually going to help your price when you ultimately sell as well. Would you do me a big favor? Would you do your neighbor a big favor? We're going to actually have a nosy neighbor. It's about 30 minutes before the open house comes. Can you come, bring some friends and family? And nobody wants to eat at a restaurant that looks empty, right? Bring your friends. Let's try to get the most amount of value for your home, and then your value is going to go up as well. So these are small conversations that make a really, really big impact, and how many people are actually doing that in their business, okay? The Open House app also for KV Core. Did you guys know that there was an Open House app? Come on, we've only had this for 3-4 years now, right? So it has an Open House app, and it actually goes right into your CRM, and it's tagged via property. Mr. Jose at the back. So Dion Begg, he asked you to partner with him. This is, and I told you I'd explain in detail what that looks like. This is what it looks like. Justin approached me, he's like, Andrew, I got this really, really cool program. And he knows that all my clients are 55 plus. He's like, hey, do all of your clients have a retirement program? I'll be like, selling their house is usually their retirement. And he's like, what if I had a way that your clients could retire earlier and much more wealthy? And I said, you know what, let's do it. So what we did, and again, everything I'm talking about here is to maximize. So what we did, what Justin did, sorry, he knows I'm lazy and I can't do this. I'm not technologically inclined. He created this website. You can't really see it here. Actually, that's before he did the domain. He did like the finest states team onepropertyaway.com. So it was our branding with a nice message from Justin that invited people to an actual in-person venue. So just because we were doing this as a live webinar, we were still inviting people in person. And so we filmed it live. We sent the YouTube link to the people that signed up. And we were able to leverage that community to, we had one person that was already thinking about, I forget his name, who had a bungalow that he was already listed with another agent, but we ended up getting him as a client because of this event, because he had no idea just how wealthy he could be and how he was one property away, there's your tagline, to living a life of financial freedom. Okay. This is really cool timing because we have this event on Saturday. So leverage events as much as possible in your business, guys. So the types of events we've got, is this a, yes. I've never used a pointer before. So community, we choose events that are known to bring the local community together. So try to be a part of some of the most popular events that they have. You know, we've got Penner Home Builders that takes a title sponsor every year, and it's one of my goals to graciously take that title sponsor one day. We just know that the more popular the event, the more foot traffic and the more better use of our time. Nothing's worse than setting up a booth in an event or venue and there's nobody there. What's even worse if there's tons of people there and you're not engaging with them. We also have charity events. Now, I think Murph brought it up. You're not doing these types of events, you know, to really focus on an ROI. You're there because you genuinely want to help the community, but those are the ones that usually pay off the most. Just as Fred said, it's not who's there, it's who they tell. And then, of course, the industry. So we've got, what do we have? The Home and Garden Show that we're a part of. So the more events that you could be a part of that are industry specific, there's a helpful tip. And then network, of course, things like this, the Buzz Conference, Inman, all of these events that you can go and network. And that's how I managed to have my 90% agent-to-agent referrals. I'm whipping through this a little bit faster, but if you have any questions on any of this, just let me know. Just like Kate, I also have a 5 a.m. club with emails and stuff like that, and there'll be QR codes at the end, so we can get this all to you. So I told you about this Pints and Properties. So how do we build a network of like-minded individuals, whether it be for recruiting purposes, maybe you're looking to build a team, maybe you're looking just to grow your client database. So Shelby from 5 Pillars in the North Carolinas, she started with, I think, 5 agents on her team and has now grown to over 200 in about 12 different states just from bringing like-minded individuals together around a topic of choice. So investors, designers, mindset, construction. So most of her focus, and you guys can take this if you want, she actually has this so you can replicate it for yourself if you want to do a Pints and Properties. So for example, like Wolf, he's an investment realtor, right? What about the new realtors that want to get into investments? They don't know where to start. This is where Pints and Properties came from. They brought in an investment speaker, a developer, somebody from the town, and they invited everybody to come, and ultimately, now that's how she grew to 200 people, because they knew that there was going to be value from this event and all future events, and then coaching, because she's kick-ass. Referral events. So we had 50 of Ontario's top luxury agents in our office. And what I want to really point out here is that these types of events, I'm so passive, it's unbelievable. You probably wouldn't have guessed. But I'm passive when we do these things. These are supposed to be events of value and social. So there's Ev and Jesse, they went up, talked a little bit about their builds, talked about their involvement in the luxury market, how they're the #1 waterfront selling realtors of all time in Niagara. But we had them here, and we had a couple of them speak. See this guy right here? His name's Michael Finney. His family's been in the luxury market in Oakville for years. Probably the #1 realtor in Oakville. Guess what? He just sent me a referral the other day for $4.5 million. That would have never happened if we didn't organize, step up, and invite people into your own network. You get where I'm going with this, right? Okay, now we're going to move on to how to maximize your social media. So remember, everything that we're talking about today is how to maximize without online leads. How do you maximize conversions from an agent-to-agent perspective, a buyer's and seller's perspective, and from a recruiting perspective? So now let's talk about excuse me. There we go. Okay. So if anybody's been on my Instagram, you know exactly what my focus is. Okay? So who here would rather be a listing agent? All right. If I were to pull up, I should do a live screen recording. That would be fantastic. If I pulled up each and every one of your Instagrams, would post 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, would that all be about listings or seller content? Would it be? I don't see any, yeah, hell yeah, man. No, I don't see any of that. See, that's what I'm talking about. Here, look. We love that you like to fish. We love that you love your dog. We love that you like racing. That's fantastic. And if that's your prerogative and that's how you want to run your social media, great. But if you want to maximize your social, I love my kids. I think I can have arguably some of the most beautiful children on the planet Earth. but they're not beautiful enough to make it to my profile feed. What I'm getting at is what you focus on expands. Everything that you want is on the other side of consistency and discipline. So if you're a buyer's agent, focus on buyer content. If you're a seller's agent, focus on seller content. I was just going to make a really bad joke about myself, but there's kids in the audience. If you're a recruiting agent or agent-to-agent referrals, build your content around other agents. Now, to back up what I'm saying, now Bam, you know the broke agent? He just put out a podcast last week. I think if you're part of my 5 a.m. email club, I would have sent that out and you would have seen it. So he has said that Instagram came out. I didn't read this report. I don't need to because I feel it. I see it every day. They said if you're posting seller content consistently and consistently and consistently, it's going to bring more people who are looking to sell. If it's buyers, more buyers are going to be coming. But here's the thing, especially if there are any TikTok people here, I'm not that good, Paige is, right? So Paige does mom content, right? Imagine if Paige did mom content every day, which she does, and then next thing you know, she posted like, I don't know, I'm going hunting tomorrow, and here's me sitting in a tree stand. I only know guy stuff, sorry, Paige. That video would do terrible. She's got millions of views on TikTok. That one would probably have 0. You did a hunting one? Oh, damn it. Yeah, maybe it's a good thing you're not on my team anymore. You're razzing me too much. But you get the picture, right? The algorithm works in certain ways. I hate even using that word because I'm not smart enough to understand it, but I do know the more content that you post to your certain niche, the more people that you're going to be bringing into your network that are like-minded individuals. Don't leave me on red. Come on, guys. Open your phone right now. I want to see how many red dots you have on all your apps. Why are realtors the worst for that? You know, I've been blessed to be an admin of a very large real estate group. You guys probably know which one it is. And many times I'll say, hey guys, I'll see posts that, you know, people are screenshotting their phone and you can see 1,000 emails. You can see 100 unread DMs. Why? How? How is that even possible? So this is not actually, I don't know who Rochelle is, or Sarah, or Hey Kokomo. This is a Google screen grab here, but you get the picture. To maximize on conversations with either buyers, sellers, or other realtors, what am I going to say? Come on, you guys been cheating all talk. What am I going to say? Speed to lead. There we go. Speed to lead. You all know that if you were to invest in an online lead generation system, the first thing they're going to say, if you make that phone call to that person or touch or reach out in the first 30 seconds, your chance of converting them is much more higher. And it goes down and down and down for every 30 seconds after that. It's the same thing with realtors. We all have OCD or ADHD or any other acronym. We want answers now. Instant gratification. We want to know, and if we don't get that answer, we're just going to go to the next person. So don't leave me on red. Don't leave your clients on red, and make sure you're speed to lead. You're in the business in communication, and that's usually the #1 thing that all of our clients say that they had a problem with our last realtor. Okay, maximizing on referrals. Speed to lead. Build content around your referrals, if that's what your job is. And so this is how we do it to take it one step further. I can actually, we'll have a QR code that you can look this up. I'll give you a sample of this for free. I don't have coaching. I don't pay for anything, so don't worry. We're not going to harass you. No update is an update. Constant communication, clear communication, and introduce the roles if you have a team or an admin. So I'll read it for you guys, don't worry. Hey Justin, my name's Gracie and I'm in charge of the Client Care Concierge program at the Fine Estates team. Chris Simons is going to be the listing specialist working alongside us. I wanted to give you a quick update on Steve from 288 Johnson Street. We've successfully made contact with them. We had an initial meeting to discuss their needs and preferences and explained how we will help guide them through the process of listing and selling their home. Rest assured, we're committing to keeping you in the loop throughout the entire process. Your trust in us is highly valued as we look forward to working closely with you to ensure a seamless experience for both you and your client. I can be called or reached at 905-380-1158 if there's anything I can do to assist you. What do we do after that? I actually just posted a reel about this morning, so you can watch that for further context. As soon as we make contact, we send this note out. As soon as we get a firm deal or an accepted offer, hey, referral, conditional offer accepted. Referral, firm deal. Referral, closed, happy clients, they got their closing gift. So, if you're looking to maximize on your agent-to-agent referral business, this is how you keep them coming back. Because remember, it's not your reputation, it's theirs that's on the line. And just as Fred said, it's not about that one referral, it's about all the other referring agents that they talk to. Marketing and PR, we could kind of skip over this, but you know, it's super, super straightforward. Leveraging existing success for future business. So if you are looking to be a listing agent, promoting content or editorials around case studies. You know, one of our coaches actually said, you know, stop sending just sold flyers out and start sending case studies out. So it's still a sold story, but the context and story behind it is what's important. Community engagement, authority selling, marketing, and storytelling. So we've done this in a big way, and I think we have another slide about it coming up. Everybody asked me, how did I grow? And Kate said the same thing. How do you grow in a town where nobody knows you? If you're a new realtor, there we go. So, excuse me, how do we dominate in our marketplace? Market outside of your market. Does this not make sense? Where if you're a brand new realtor and you're going up against, let's say me, for example, or any other top producing realtor that has a lot of signs on the ground, they know that you're not as experienced as that other guy or girl who's in the top ranking position because they don't see your signs. But who doesn't know that you've got no signs in the ground? People outside of your market. So that's exactly what I did. In my first year, I created 3 different commercials that I promoted on HGTV Digital. They were not lead gen ads. They were brand awareness ads. We did the same thing in Dolce Magazine. Okay, this might be a little, I probably wouldn't do that again just based on the budget. But it was meet the team moving Torontonians to Niagara. This makes sense, right? And then, of course, what I just mentioned before is how do we leverage direct mail, mail-outs, and birthday cards for more business, and it's creating a story around each one of those practices. Okay, and then we're almost done here. I got 5 more minutes, so I'm going to speed this up. Client parties. It's one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite. We have here's a list of things that you can do. Client appreciation, community events, holiday parties, family fun, door knocking contests. I'll talk to you about that in just a second. Halloween, Easter parades. Evan, whatever happened? We're supposed to do a big float. Remember that? Next year. I know. I had to end up driving my dirty GMC decorated with Christmas lights on. Anyways, the point is that we had a lot of fun with this. We actually just had our Family Day skate on Monday, on Family Day. And so what we did is so here's the best tip. Collaborate with another company or the town. We partnered with the town of Niagara-on-the-Lake, and they promoted it as their public skate, but it was all in sponsorship or collaboration with the Fine Estates team. So we invited the press, Niagara-on-the-Lake's 14,000 people. We got 3 newspapers. You bet we invited them all. One actually just folded, and then another one's folding. But still, for 3 years, we had three pages or papers going strong. And you know, it's great because we got to feature our clients. We got to feature our realtor who was supposed to be working the hot dog machine, but she was on the ice.
I'm on the front page.
So we actually, well, let me just tell you quickly how we did this. So we teamed up with the town. We had a hot dog machine. We had a popcorn machine. We set up right up at the front. We had a photo booth. We had collaborators. We had a lawyer giving out a special giveaway. We had Ice Dog tickets to give away. Everything was free. I don't think any of you guys would do this, but never do an event expecting to make money off it. Please. If it's your client parties, if it's your, any type of events where you're trying to get your brand awareness level up, make sure that everything is free. No ticket to entry, nothing. Invite them, have them tell the story to all their friends and family. Okay, so your takeaways. Learn to target your market, meet new people, and consistently provide value. Now, just as I started off with the failure formula, did I say end it off or did I say start it off? I did say start it off, right? So just as I started off with the failure formula, I'm going to end it with the success formula. People succeed in direct proportion to their ability to communicate with as many different types of people as humanly possible in a positive way. Yes, I'm sorry. Take a picture of that. There you go. That right here, the ability to communicate with as many different types of people as humanly possible in a positive way. Remember, when speakers repeat things, it's because it's super important. If you remember that, your business is going to explode in 2024. Okay, that's it. Thanks, guys. You need this? Okay. There you go, buddy.
I think I'm on now. Am I on now? Thanks so much, Andrew. Really appreciate that. I'm Rebecca Burden. It doesn't say in my notes to introduce myself, but I thought I should. I'm the Director of Growth and Development